Labubu. You think it's just a toy. Think again, because what you see here, this tiny creature with bug eyes and devilish ears, is not just another collectible. No, Labubu is a mirror, a psychological, cultural, and emotional mirror, reflecting not only our childhood fantasies, but also our adult disillusionments. How does a small vinyl figure born from ink, imagination, and a whisper of horror became a global phenomenon? How does it crawl its way into the hearts of children and wallets of adults? Labubu didn't start in a toy factory. It was born in the shadows of a sketchbook. The creator, Lang, a visionary illustrator from Hong Kong, not a marketing genius, not a corporate strategist, a storyteller. His ear stories featured strange little creatures, always slightly off, slightly unsettling, slightly too real. And then came Labubu. Labubu is a mischievous forest creature, a tiny monster, a trickster spirit. Think Pan, think Loki, think the idea of child mixed with the cynicism of an adult. It first appeared in illustrated storybooks with no voice, just expression, just movement, just a world that didn't need to be explained. Then in a twist, only capitalism could predict, Labubu went physical. Pop Mart, the Chinese toy giant, saw potential. And suddenly, the mysterious scrabble of an illustrator became an empire of collectibles. Let me ask you something. Why are people obsessed with opening sealed boxes? Blind box culture isn't new. But Labubu? It's elevated into ritualistic devotion. Inside each box, a different version of Labubu. Pirate Labubu, Forest Labubu, Monster Labubu, Angel Labubu, Demon Labubu, sometimes even a sacred, ultra-rare case figure with glitter or blood or nothing at all. The result, addiction. Not just a toy, but to possibility. Behavioral economists call this variable ratio reinforcement, the same psychological principle that drives slot machines. You don't know when the jackpot hits, but you keep playing. Because one more try might just be the one. Now, add to that a design that is cute, but not traditionally cute, not Barbie cute, not Disney cute, but kind of haunted cute, creepy cute, the kind of cute that looks like it might bite you. From Tokyo to Los Angeles, from Seoul to Paris, Labubu took over shelves, screens, and stories. But why this character? Why not another? Because Labubu isn't just a character. It's a symbol, a contradiction, a product. In Japan, it rides the wave of kawaii culture. In China, it plays into childhood nostalgia. In the West, it feeds the thirst for obscure collectibles. It bridges cultures. It doesn't explain itself. And that mystery is exactly what makes it desirable. Now, let's talk about the kids. Sure, adults collect them, but children, they see something else. They don't just see a toy. They see a companion. Labubu isn't a perfect princess or a superhero. It doesn't save the day. It doesn't have an origin story. It's not even specially nice. And that's the point. Labubu is damn wild, emotional, nonlinear, mischievous. Children don't want morality tales. They want understanding. Labubu gives them a space to be complex. It says, you can be naughty, you can be scared, you can be weird, and that's okay. In a world of sanitized algorithmic content, Labubu is the glitch, and kids love the glitch. But the real secret lies here, in adult obsession. Because Labubu isn't just a toy, it's a trapezium. The grown-up world is rigid, predictable. You hear suits, you go to meetings, you pay bills, you suppress your inner monster. But Labubu, it doesn't care. It grins, it breaks the rules. It hides in the dark and jumps out when you least expect it. It hides in the dark and jumps out when you least expect it. And that chaos is oddly comforting. Owning Labubu is rebellion, silent, vanilla counted, but rebellion nonetheless. Collector says they feel seen, that the toy represents their anxiety, their curiosity, their messiness, and finally something says that mess is art. So what is the Labubu effect? It's the psychological need to possess meaning in small plastic form. It's the fusion of nostalgia, horror, charm, randomness, and ritual. It's the modern totem, the sacred object of late-stage capitalism. Labubu is not a product, it's a psychology. Because what if I told you that this tiny creature understands you better than your therapist? That in its silent grin, it whispers things your parents never dared say. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to explain yourself. You just have to exist wildly, gloriously, unexpected. So next time someone says, it's just a toy, look them in the eye and say, no, it's an artifact of human emotion, of design, of chaos, of identity. And maybe, just maybe, Labubu is more real than we are. Subscribe if you felt it. Comment if you've met your inner monster. And share if you're brave enough to let someone else see theirs. New collections. Pirate Labubu, Ghost Labubu, Detective Labubu, each with its own micro-universe. Labubu is no longer a character. It's an expanding multiverse of emotional avatars. Pop Mart is entering AI, gaming, even augmented reality. Don't be surprised when Labubu talks back to you someday. Here it is, the final products. Labubu isn't lovable, but you love it. Why? Because Labubu isn't trying to be anything. Not perfect, not pretty, not moral. It's just as in a world that demands perfection, Labubu dares to be odd, and maybe that's what we crave most. So next time you see that mischievous smile, that too wide grin, don't ask what Labubu is. Ask what part of you is smiling back. Maybe the monster was never in the box. Maybe it was always in us. Think deeper, think stronger, and don't forget, every monster is just a misunderstood soul. Subscribe or Labubu visits you tonight. Just kidding. Or am I?